Carson Wentz.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Philadelphia gets ready on offense behind Carson Wentz, the number 2 pick back in 2016 out of North Dakota State.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
James White's first carry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And this is caught by Jackson. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. First down, here's White. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The numbers for White a week ago: 17 carries, 68 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this will be incomplete. With physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On the draw, here's White. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd and 8.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
That's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, you know, got out of the car, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. That one goes for 24 yards.
Marty, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusive. That is for a defense. But how about as a professional.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination of whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the second round, that's what I call a steal.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
At the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews.
Jackson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A gain of 15.
Good catch there by Mark Andrews, who was Lamar Jackson's favorite target last year. They came in the same draft class and quickly got in sync with each other. Andrews led the team in receptions with 64 last year for 852 yards en route to his first Pro Bowl.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry now for Gus Edwards. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
More ball carrier. The tackle by Will Parks. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard.
From the gun, Jackson. Buying time to his left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they could at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field.
29-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip.
Eagles nothing.
So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Carson Wentz, along with his offense, heading back out there for their next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
A 3-yard pickup.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
Taken down.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
At the 39-yard line.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
The keeper. He was brought down by Darius Slay.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the 1st down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the 1st down, get a new set, and let's start over.
They'll come out in the pistol. From the gun, it's Jackson. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
To throw is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd down and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles getting set to take over. He's got to feel grateful at this point. The defense was able to get the turnover and get the ball back because he threw the interception last time. Could be a 2-score deficit right now. Instead, still 1 score.
Grateful, relieved. Now he gets to turn to his offense and say, look at the gift we got from our teammates. Let's make sure we take advantage of it now. It could be, as you noted, a much bigger deficit.
Tackle there by Clay Matthews.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 11. And a 1st and goal coming up here inside the 10-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The Raven ball carrier.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. Tucker's kick is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the 1st.
Eagles nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. So with the 3 interceptions, how does he erase those from his mind and just focus on this drive?
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid.
I love it. I love it.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 30.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Like a freight train off the edge, Calais Campbell with a sack.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he is going to have an Eagles first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. Nothing our score after 1.
With the score, Ravens 6, Eagles nothing.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a toss right side with White. A nice little juke. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Chuck Clark brought him down. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing now is Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. This is taken at the 18. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13.
Eagles nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin. At the 25.
25-yard line.
Alshon Jeffrey working his way back out there now to help lead this offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And 3.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a carry for White. Fights loose. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
We'll take over 1st and 10.
We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
from the gun. Jackson. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker now to add the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Wentz now to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Ertz has it left side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down. Going for it with Sanders. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Ravens.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup.
They go play action with Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Andrews. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Jackson's pass.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews.
Jackson's pass.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
For Gus Edwards. It's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson.
Yards to go.
Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip.
23. Eagles nothing.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Wentz now on 1st down. He'll drop it underneath to White. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll start with two cities separated by only 100 miles or so. Cincinnati taking on Indianapolis. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. The Colts trying to finish that one off and claim victory. We'll stay in the AFC South as we head over to check on the Jags at home in Jacksonville. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Leonard Fournette with 2 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Baker Mayfield with a couple of touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, we've seen a strong first half out of Lamar Jackson. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 7 yards, the pickup there.
7 brings up second.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
J.K. Dobbins on the carry for Baltimore. Brought down at the 35-yard line. A 2-yard gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
He was tackled.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
A gain of 50.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. On the handoff, Edwards. The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
7-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Now Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
2nd and 5 at the 46-yard.
Running out of the gun with White. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That's Jason Peters, a future Hall of Famer perhaps, with a penalty there. Wentz to throw on second down. Jackson's got it over the middle. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter. As he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Tucker now for the extra point.
For the extra point.
And the lead is now an even 30. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 27, Wentz, man open, it's Goodwin. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Marquise Goodwin. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he is going to have an Eagles first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. And he's got his man on the out route.
Wentz's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards.